What's going on, everyone? Welcome. RM here, and we're taking a look at the KA3 and the K7. It has been 1 month since these things began shipping, and we're going to take a look to see how much the hash rate has increased and how many potential miners have sold. So it's going to be some interesting numbers. We did do one back a couple weeks ago at the 2-week mark because it was spiking like crazy, but now it's been a complete month, I guess slightly less than a month. February was only 28 days. But based on the calendar, we are now 1 full month away. So let's take a look. So currently on Cadena, we're hanging out at 396 petahash. Now it went up 3 petahash since I did my numbers like 10 minutes ago. And there was some time last week, I saw this over 400 petahash. So the hash rate is going up and down. Obviously, this could be due to the price issues coming down. It could be to all the smaller gold shell miners, mid-range miners, pretty much any miner below the KA3 coming offline because they're just not profitable at this point in time, depending on your power price, that is. Also, maybe some people got KA3s and found out they're extremely loud and they're trying to figure out some tweaks or something, or maybe they're too hot, or there could be a whole bunch of other things. Regardless, we have seen over 400 petahash, but I did my numbers based at 393 petahash. Moving on to CKB, we're in the same kind of situation. We're up 2 more petahash than what my numbers are on, but this is currently showing us 136.69 petahash now. And again, I did see this over 145 petahash at one point, which would be double of when these things first released. So the same thing is happening across both networks. So here are the magic numbers in terms of miners and everything that was sold and hash rate increases from January 1st to February 1st. So Cadena here, when we first started this, before they shipped, we were at the 200 petahash mark. We are now up 193 petahash for a network total of 393 petahash. Now, if we divide this extra hash rate in terms of KA3 miners, that is 1,162 miners for a 96% hash rate increase. That's huge in just over 1 month. Another thing we got to keep in mind, Bitmain just did another batch of sales for the KA3. So it's going to be interesting to see how many of those sell. February, we're going to see this go up another 50% again. So almost 200 petahash. It's going to be insane to see here. Now, moving on to CKB. On January 1st, we were at 77 petahash. We are up 57 petahash on the network for a total of 134. That is 900 miners. That's 63.5 terahash per miner. Now, there were some smaller miners, 58 point something, I believe, that released also after the first batch. So there could be slightly more miners online. But we are seeing a 75% hash rate increase here. Now let's kind of look at what you guys really care about, and that is the profitability of these miners. What are things looking like if you were to purchase one right now? So here I have Cadena and Nervous, CKB, KDA, both here. Now this first number is current profitabilities with the current network. The bottom one here, the second one, is when they first release. So there's going to be a pretty big difference. Now, I have the prices. They are down right now, obviously, as we all know if you've been following the market. We don't care about price right now. Price goes up, price still goes down. The main thing we care about at this point in time is our yield. So let's have a look here. So right now, this miner is getting 25.3 coins per day. 25.3. You think, oh, wow, that's quite a bit of coins. Nice, awesome. But when these things first released, you were getting 49.7 Cadena per 24 hours. That's insane. Almost 50 coins per day, and it is now down to only 25.3. That is absolutely crazy in terms of drops. Now moving on to the CKB miners with the K7s. If you have the 63.5 terahash version, you're currently right now you're getting 5,657.65 coins, and on release day you're getting 9,840 coins. You know, maybe plus minus 5% here, but these numbers are pretty accurate to what the miners are getting right now. So it's crazy to see the drop. Now it does look like we're probably seeing a little closer drop on the KA3s. Obviously it makes sense because we're at 96% of the hash rate is up versus 75. So all the numbers seem to be in line on where it should be, but that is a massive drop. So I want to give a big shout out to today's sponsor, and that is Mine the ASICs. Some of you guys may have already seen them already. Maybe you're using them. Maybe you've never heard of them. If so, check them out. So we're used to using ASIC miner value for looking at ASIC profitability. Now we are getting more and more tools in this bear run, which is pretty sweet. And this one seems to be a lot more interactive and gives us some great tools for search things. Example, obviously we can do the basics, change our electricity rates. We can look at separate coins, search mineable coins, depending what you want to mine, search individual brand or model. But these other tabs here are pretty neat. So obviously we have the main one, profitability. What's the most profitable miner? So it's actually looking like the D9 is over the K7s and so on based on my power price. Now look at these other tabs. We have home mining here. This is awesome for home miners. These are the ones that you can usually use on like 120 volt. They're quiet and they're getting decent hash rate and they're efficient. The X16Q here, 1.8 gigahash, isn't released yet, but it's at the top of the list and it only makes sense. Why? We got a payback time here. This is giving you the closest time to ROI your equipment, which is pretty sweet. Maybe you're looking for, how can I pay off my investment the fastest? That's where the payback time does come in. And it looks like the HS3. Now, this is also a pretty amazing one. Efficiency. What's the most efficient miner? If you're out there, you know, what is the most efficient miner I could purchase today? And here we are. And it's looking like it's the D9. The D9 recently released from Bitmain. Here it's showing $35 a day in profit, 0.514 per kilowatt hour. This is the most efficient miner on the current market today. And it's crazy. If we go back to profitability, it's actually showing the D9 is in the top spot ahead of the K7. And it looks like the KA3. Where are you at, big guy? You're a dropping. Wow. The KA3 is now down in 6th place, making $16 a day versus it used to be at $60 a day. That's a pretty big drop here. And, you know, KDA, it's looking pretty. We don't know what's going on. We need some massive price spikes. Yes, we're in a bear market, but it's crazy. The profitability is severely dumping across Cadena now. All right, guys, so that pretty much does sum up the 1 month summary of the K7 and KA3. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comment section. And if you are looking for miners, smash one of them links. It greatly helps out the channel. I will see you on the next one. RM out.